I know everybody's always talking about being able to get a business loan or business credit cards without using your personal credit. And I want to explain to everyone in regards to getting any kind of business financing, the issue of having a personal guarantee. This is something I think is not brought up enough. So I want to have a conversation, you guys, today in regards to personal guarantees and business loan. What exactly a personal guarantee is, how it affects you being able to get a business loan. Before you sign on the dotted line, you have to understand a few things. That what a person guarantor on your business loan means, how your financial future can be impacted, and how you can protect yourself to become a personal guarantor. What's a personal guarantee? A personal guarantee is when an individual business owner promises to repay the balance of the loan even the business later defaults. Again, I know you see a lot of information out here in regards to being able to get business loans and things like that. But the vast majority of business loans are going to ask for a personal guarantee. They're going to want to have some individual say it's going to show, again, it's going to show on the actual business's tax ID number and not show up in your personal credit. But they want to have someone that's going to say that, hey, if this loan defaults, I will repay it. What type of loans don't necessarily need a person guarantee? You have your non-recourse loans that don't require any type of person guarantee. They can be limited or unlimited from a borrower or co-signer. The lender can't go after you if the business defaults. They mainly can use just foreclose on the collateral securing the loan. That's kind of like with the just say if you have a car purchase or something like that, they may come back and collect the car in the event that the payments aren't made, but they still will put it on your credit report, but they may not necessarily go forward with you with doing that. This is not too common when it comes to business loans because, again, a business does not want to get stuck with giving out this money and not having anything that they can't, any person or something that they can't go after they give back with the loan unless there is some kind of collateral set in regards to what I mean by collateral, some kind of asset that they can acquire if you don't pay the loan back. Typically, I forget something here. Okay, that threw me off. Who has a sign? Typically, every person who owns at least 20% of the business must sign on the loan. Okay, that's typical within the personal guarantor. Each person that typically has at least 20% ownership must sign on that loan. What is required from the personal guarantor? Pretty much in a nutshell, number one, apply. You got to complete a full application. You got to gather some documents, supply all personal information for a review. Review your records. You might need to review financial records from any outside business interests. Check your credit. They'll complete a hard and a soft credit. It's very important, guys. Typically, a minimum 700 score is required. Set everything up. You negotiate a limited or unlimited personal guarantor. Like I say again, usually if it's going to be limited, well, they're not going to have any kind of recourse to come back at you. They have to have some kind of collateral in place. And most of the times, if you're asking for a large amount of loan, just say $100,000 loan, they're going to want some kind of asset. And if you don't have an asset to list on there, they're going to want that personal guarantor. They're going to want that personal guarantor on there. I'm just giving you common practice. That's typically what they're going to be looking for. And then after they just have to sign on the loan. What are they liable for? Okay, pretty much limited. Only a portion of the liability can be held against you. Usually when there's more than one guarantee. Unlimited, that means all the liability can be held against you. Okay. Then on top of that, guys, the other fees can be charged. Again, you got your legal fees, you got your accrued interest, late fees, court costs, all that stuff can be stacked up against you, okay, in the event that the loan is defaulted on. Personal guarantees and credit scores, as I mentioned before, make sure your credit score is at least 700. Okay, that's kind of like the barometer, the baseline, the benchmark, rather, in regards to being qualified as a personal guarantor for loan. Greater collateral again may be required with unfavorable credit scores. Okay, in the event they do talk to you if you're under 700 credit score, be prepared to have some kind of assets that they can actually take advantage of in the case that you default on that loan. Few risks of personal guarantors. You have a negative impact to your personal credit score. You may suffer in business defaults, personal lawsuits, and garnishments. Now, lastly, the question you're asking yourself, should I sign? If you're on 20% or more of a small business, you're probably going to have to sign as a personal guarantor. Like I said, again, I know there are a lot of videos out here saying that you don't have to, it can go against your business and stuff like that. Guys, that's why I wanted to have this discussion with you guys. I don't know who these people got loans from and stuff, and I'm not saying it's not possible, but usually they're going to want some kind of personal guarantor. Again, the loan doesn't show on your personal credit score. It does show on the tax ID number, but just in case you default on it, they need to have some person or some kind of asset they can take advantage of if the business defaults on the loan. A personal guarantee usually offers more than favorable rates, so again, having that, even by having that, you're probably going to get, a better rate if you don't have a personal guarantor on that, because you're giving them an opportunity to go after someone if the business default. You can receive a similar loan with the same rates. You can also receive a similar loan with the same rates and terms without a personal guarantee. Then you can use it if that's possible. Okay. Most of the time, again, I doubt you'll be able to find something similar, but anything's possible. But if you can do it, that's something you can. That's something to go after. I've had business loans where I didn't have to use collateral. I had to do a personal guarantor, but I'd have to have. We're talking about six-figure loans now. Six-figure loans, business loans. I haven't had to put any collateral up, but I had to be a personal guarantor. But if you can shop around, you find something better. I think it'll be difficult, but go after it if you don't have to have a personal guarantor. Okay. Again, like I said, that's not often when it's available. And I just want to be straight up with everyone, because I hear so much as far as communication, people saying that you can do that without it. That's not that often when you do that. Again, how to cover yourself and protect yourself, guys. I want to talk about personal guarantee insurance. You can acquire personal guarantee insurance, and usually covers about 7% of the guarantor's liability. Because I want to give you guys an option, just in case you do get have to be a personal guarantor, give a personal guarantee for that loan. This is something to protect you in place with that. There's an additional cost that you will have to have this insurance just in case, but this is protecting you, So again, I just want to introduce you to that. So this is something that you can look for. In addition, while you're looking for your business loan, if you're going to get it, you can get this personal guarantee insurance, and they'll cover usually covers about 70% of that guarantor's liability. Okay, so this is something to help you, because again, if in the event that business does default, you want to have as much protection for yourself as possible. Okay. Lastly, again, I am Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, entrepreneurship, real estate, investing, and business. We have over 300 videos on the YouTube channel. We have over a grants playlist with over 150 grant opportunities for you guys to take advantage of. We talk about business finance, business management, and business operation. And the best way to stay updated on all the great information that we have currently on the channel and all the information we have coming down the pipe, hit that dollar sign in the bottom right-hand corner to subscribe to the channel. And also make sure you hit the bell, get a notification each time we upload a new video. Take care of yourself, guys. And listen, be very, very careful. Don't run away from being a personal guarantor just because, of what the information I just shared with you. Be smart and just make sure you construct a plan for just in case something happens. Okay. Best of luck to you guys. Take care of yourself and be safe.